Models got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles never had.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Toronto Huskies. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Gun. Come on, dude.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Newton. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Cincinnati.
Check 4.
Mixon with a first down carry.
Big stop, Big stop. Let's go.
7 yards on the pick up there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
50. Mike 50. Check. Stick to the cheetah.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. They find some open field here. The 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame, fashioning together a heck of a resume.
He's checking crap. Alert 3.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
44 to Mike. Defense wins championships, baby.
A first carry now. This is Hill. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On second down now, it's Barnes. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Come on, set. 90.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Yeah. Bravo.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Get it up.
Foles. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Here's Foles. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got.
Hey, Delta.
54. Mike 54.
Shoot.
Now Foles. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Let's
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. William Jackson with a pick.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got the first down before being... taken down at the 46.
Ready? 18 Gator. Recon 132 fighter.
He's not going to get me.
Now.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On second down, Mixon. And once again, not much running room, if any at all.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Bengals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Miller. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
The speedy safety Marcus Allen made the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, wahoo! Fight!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They try to throw on second down, but this... is incomplete.
He was covered by Kevin Byard.
The Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Taken from just outside the 30. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, Barnes. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Bengals' 35-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
You draw closer.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Down. 18 Gator. Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Nichols. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Alpha. Snap.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Got it. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Watch the safety creep.
Back to throw now on first down. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Back to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
I'm here all day. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Yo. Go. Fellas, let's set a tone. Hit it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, Foxtrot. Yes.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And Tate's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Check the back up. Check the
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
50, minus 50. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Please dribble.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Go for 4. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Toronto first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. X3. 218. Chopper.
Foles. He sets to fire deep. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Hey.
Motion. Reset. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Ready?
To throw again on 2nd down. Foles. Looking left side, and it's complete. And touchdown! A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Break. Stone travel.
50. All day, every day, any day. Check your hot read.
Take over.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
49, check 49, check 49. Switch.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. 8 read.
Second and 10 at the 30.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Okay, ready? Topper!
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Get it.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his man, Boyd. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll run it with Williams. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Travion Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as he'll decide to go for 2.
Who that? Hatchet.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
That's it, baby.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. To Boyle here over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
54 Mike. Watch the pass.
Now Foles. Complete. It's Henry. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Hill. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Sanders. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He completes it to Boyd. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. They're going to try and run, but he will not get into the end zone, and that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
They're on 37-yard line.
Ready. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Yeah, let's get set. Wall, get wall. Check. Hey, exit. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check 24. Check 24. Now.
Running right, here's Sanders. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ready, ready.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
6 go. Check 6 go. Check 52.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly. Why?